Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island, an ancient Roman coin dating back to 300 BC found on Lot 5. There was major excitement on this week's The Curse of Oak Island when the team learned about the discovery of an ancient Roman coin thought to date between 300 BC and 600 AD. Last night's episode was full of lots of new information that will cause the guys to think again. At the Money Pit, the borehole drilling team went in search of a tunnel but was left flummoxed when they found a new shaft instead. But perhaps the most significant discovery from last night centered around a tiny artifact from Gary Drayton's top pocket. Alex Lagina and Jack Begley invited coin expert numismatist Sandy Campbell into the interpretative center to take a look at the half coin Gary discovered last week on Lot 5. And in the calmest, soberest possible manner, he delivered some earth-shattering news. After looking at the data regarding the chemical composition and examining the coin up close, Sandy ruled that it came from ancient Rome. He suggested it was either Roman or Byzantium, which was the successor empire to the Romans based at Constantinople. Sandy dated it as somewhere between 300 BC and 600 AD, but he leaned more toward a Roman origin rather than the later Byzantium era. What is a Roman coin doing on Oak Island? A somewhat dazed-looking Rick Lagina demanded to know what made him think that. Sandy assured him, the design is definitely Roman. He pointed to the image of a tree and a person and insisted they were Roman designs. The next question was, what on earth is it doing on Oak Island? This was something Sandy was unable to answer and something that will need further investigation. As we've come to expect, narrator Robert Clotworthy began making some wild connections, suggesting the coin may be related to the Roman road visited in Portugal last season and the swamp's Stone Road. It's possible he's correct, but the guys will need to do a lot more proper investigation. A tunnel turns into a shaft at the Oak Island Money Pit. Meanwhile, at the Money Pit, the drill team was attempting to chase a tunnel they happened upon a few weeks ago near the Barton Shaft. This tunnel had been encountered at a shallow 70 feet, leading the guys to speculate it may lead to an offset chamber. The guys decided a new borehole was needed to see where the tunnel led. However, Terry Matheson and Charles Barkhouse were pretty shocked when at a mere 39 feet, they hit a lot of wood. They quickly realized that this was the supposed tunnel they were searching for and that it was actually a brand new shaft. This came as a big surprise as they don't have any historical data stating there's a shaft at this location, and it is definitely going to need further investigation. The recovered wood beams looked to be cut using a pit saw, suggesting they were cut before the industrial age, perhaps around the 15th century. Craig Tester, noting the rings, suggested the wood be sent for dendrochronology dating. The guys are hoping that the Garden Shaft project will soon get the go-ahead to continue. Once that shaft is stabilized, the Dumas Mining Company will be able to burrow 20 feet toward this shaft, so it can be properly investigated. On a cool, misty morning, the sun began to rise lazily over the island. The waters of Mahone Bay lapped gently against the rugged shores of Oak Island, a place where mystery and history intertwine. Lot 5, often overshadowed by the infamous Money Pit, was about to take its place in the spotlight with a discovery that would ignite the imaginations of treasure hunters and historians alike, an ancient Roman coin dating back to 300 BC. Rick and Marty Lagina, seasoned by years of uncovering intriguing yet elusive pieces of the Oak Island puzzle, had never been ones to underestimate any part of the island. While the Money Pit, with its labyrinth of shafts and tunnels, held a reputation as the focal point of Oak Island's secrets, the brothers were keenly aware that each corner of the island had its own tale to tell. Lot 5, nestled quietly near the heart of the island, had long been overlooked by many treasure seekers, written off as a barren patch devoid of clues. But Rick and Marty knew better. They believed that Lot 5 could hold secrets just as vital as any other location. On this particular day, as the team gathered near the old stone walls, marking the boundaries of Lot 5, there was a palpable tension in the air. The rhythmic hum of the metal detector, a faithful companion on so many of their digs, broke the morning stillness. It had been a quiet few weeks. Findings had been sparse, the island seemingly reluctant to reveal its secrets. But as the device beeped and whined over a patch of rocky soil, something in the way it sounded was different this time. There was a certain urgency to the signal. The excavation began, slow and deliberate. The first few feet yielded little more than roots, rocks, and the usual detritus of time. But as the team dug deeper, Jack Begley's shovel struck something solid. His heart raced as he brushed away the dirt, revealing a small metallic disc. It glinted faintly in the morning light. It was unmistakably old, worn by centuries of time, yet still holding a faint shimmer of its original craftsmanship. "Get Marty and Rick," Jack called out, his voice edged with excitement. The rest of the team quickly gathered, their curiosity piqued. As they examined the find, the details of the object began to emerge. The coin was small, no larger than a silver dollar, with an intricate design that hinted at its ancient origins. It bore the profile of a figure, the stern face of a Roman emperor. Surrounding the portrait were faint inscriptions in Latin, though time had worn them down to near illegibility. "Is this Roman?" Marty asked, incredulous. "It certainly looks that way," Rick replied, his voice low with awe. "But how could something like this end up here on Oak Island?" The question hung in the air, heavy with possibilities. The presence of a Roman coin on a small, remote island off the coast of Nova Scotia was nothing short of extraordinary. It was well known that the Roman Empire had never ventured so far west, so far into the unknown waters of the Atlantic. Yet here was undeniable evidence, a coin dating back to 300 BC, from a civilization that flourished thousands of miles away and centuries before the age of European exploration. As the team gathered around the find, they couldn't help but speculate. Was this coin part of a larger cache of treasure? Had it been left behind by ancient explorers who had somehow crossed the vast oceans? Or had it been brought here by a more recent traveler, part of an even greater mystery? The possibilities were endless, and each one was more tantalizing than the last. The coin was sent to an expert in numismatics, who confirmed what they had suspected. The coin was indeed Roman, likely minted during the reign of one of the early Roman Republic leaders, dating back to around 300 BC. The expert was baffled. While Roman coins had been found in far-flung places before, the discovery of one on Oak Island was nothing short of extraordinary. This discovery reignited a flurry of interest in Oak Island. Theories abounded, ranging from the plausible to the fantastical. Some suggested that ancient mariners, perhaps Phoenicians or Romans, had made their way to the New World long before Columbus and had left behind evidence of their voyages. Others speculated that the coin had been brought to the island by later explorers, perhaps the Knights Templar or even pirates, and was part of a vast hidden treasure yet to be found. But Rick and Marty, ever the pragmatists, focused on the task at hand. The discovery of the coin opened up new possibilities for Lot 5. If a single Roman coin could be found here, what else might lie buried beneath the soil? The team redoubled their efforts, meticulously scanning and excavating the area, determined to uncover more clues to the island's mysterious past. The coin, now housed in a protective case, became a symbol of hope and perseverance for the team. It was a tangible link to the past, a reminder that Oak Island's secrets were far older and far more complex than anyone had imagined. As the sun set over the island, casting long shadows across Lot 5, Rick, Marty, and the rest of the team stood silently, contemplating the enormity of what they had found. In that moment, Oak Island felt more alive with possibilities than ever before. The Roman coin was not just a discovery, it was a doorway, a key to unraveling the island's ancient past. And while many questions remained unanswered, one thing was certain: the treasure hunters of Oak Island were closer than ever to solving the island's enduring mystery. For Rick and Marty, the Roman coin of Lot 5 was both a triumph and a challenge, a reminder that Oak Island would give up its secrets in its own time, and only to those patient and determined enough to seek them.